What up, everybody? This ain't a podcast. This just a filler. This is something we had to talk about, and I don't even want to waste a bunch of time. I'm gonna start this off and just play you guys this audio.
Listen to this.
I need to help my family pay these bills.
You thought that at the age of 3?
Absolutely.
Wait, hold on. I don't think they heard. I'm gonna play that shit again. Listen to what the fuck Tisha Campbell just said.
I need to help my family pay these bills.
You thought that at the age of 3?
Absolutely.
Straight bullshit. Straight bullshit. Straight bullshit. There's no way you're telling me that you have this at 3 years old. Like, come on, this is common before he was common. You're that conscious that at 3 years old, at fucking 3 years old, you were thinking, I need to help my family pay these bills. That's bullshit.
So
man.
basically, what you saying is
that is
if
bullshit.
you was able to think that at 3 years old, you was making your own food, you was washing your own ass.
Exactly,
you was
you're
taking
that
your own
conscious,
bath,
right?
You know,
Fuck
that
a big
conscious.
wheel. Fuck a big wheel.
Fuck a big wheel. Hand me a job application.
Not eating baby food.
Hand me a
I'm
job
not a baby.
application.
I'm not eating baby food at all.
I want baby food.
Come
Matter of fact,
on
mama,
now.
y'all get out.
That shit's absurd. That shit is absurd for you to actually create this narrative that you were 3 years old and that conscious. You could be a late bloomer. You still could be shitting in your fucking diapers. But you're telling me that you were so conscious
that you said
of the universe. Come on, man.
I'm about to take care of my family.
Yeah, this is Tisha Campbell from Martin, if anybody don't know.
Martin
and
from House Party.
Everybody know who Martin is. We don't gotta explain. Everybody know who Martin Lawrence is.
This is Gina.
This is Gina. If you don't know her name, Tisha Campbell. She's on Hollywood Unlocked, giving the most outrageous statements in this interview.
It's cool, like you successful. But what the fuck was you thinking about at 3 years old?
Yeah, like you don't have to like backtrack this shit back to you being a baby in diapers still and try to make it seem like you were just like this intelligent and conscious that you already knew the turnout of where you were gonna be 30 years from now. Like,
I wonder what her parents was doing when she was 3 that made her say, "Fuck this! I'm gonna take care of y'all."
Come on now. And I love Martin. That's one of my favorite shows, especially when it comes to like old school, Wayans Brothers. You got those classics that still replay to this day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, great replay value on those. Everybody's still watching them. But it's the shit. Who are we? We real response. So it don't really matter who it is. If you coming with the bullshit, we gonna have to give you a real response. And that personality right there, those characteristics, when like say an upcoming rapper, right?
Yeah.
He had an idol or whatever, whoever the idol may be, Eminem, Dre, 50, it doesn't matter who that idol is. And then when he meets them and he has this bad encounter, and then when he's reminiscing on this in an updated interview and he says, "Oh man, my first encounter with them was this," and it went sour and it made them realize what type of person that was, to where they'll say, shit, to be honest, I wish I never met them. Yeah, these are the type of statements where it's like either shut up or I wish I just never listened to this interview, because motherfuckers actually love that show so much. They loved everybody that was on it, everybody that was on it.
Now for me to look at you,
come on, saying stupid shit like this, and the way I'm looking at it too, like, what was the point in this?
She just wanted to talk.
What was the point in this? Like, it's not gonna help you get a bigger bag.
She made me look at my kids
you
right
can
now.
Talk without saying shit like that though. 100%.
My kids ain't shit.
What? No.
She make me look at my kids.
My kid 4 years old. He ain't thinking about paying the bills.
My kids ain't thinking about taking care of me. Hell no. I got a problem.
Hey, yeah, motherfuckers got to create a whole motherfucking new guidelines. By the time you hit 4, you should be
already ready to take
bills.
care of your parents.
That's the way it got to be now. If we gonna let this shit fly with her, and she did this at 3, okay, 4 years old, you better know how to fill out an application. You better have a fucking job, and you better already be trying to take care of the household. And if we're gonna believe the fact that she's saying at 3 years old she was conscious enough to want to pay the fucking bills.
You better have your groceries.
You better have all this shit if we gonna let that fly.
Just like when your parents say, yeah, you don't know how it is to grow up. You better know how to buy deodorant. You better have your soap at 3. All this shit. At 3 years
and
old.
Like I said, like you're barely like, okay, and
I'm 3 years old.
I don't even know what age kids start walking. Probably close to 2, a little bit under 2.
Babies don't even develop their kneecaps until 2 years old. So
And she was conscious.
She was conscious at 3. At 3.
So she probably was conscious before her knees developed.
She was conscious in the belly. She was telling her mama what to eat.
Hey, look, this is bullshit. And shit like this needs to be dressed head on. That shit bullshit. That statement she gave is false. I understand.
Why the
I
fuck
understand.
they didn't address her right then and there?
You know, I honestly don't know. I wasn't the interviewee. I wasn't
Y'all
given the
should have
interview.
addressed her. Whoever the fuck interviewed her.
You know,
I don't give a fuck about that.
the
man.
Curve Queen. She tried to follow it up with like, well, I didn't get conscious enough to with that till I was 11.
11.
You know. That's
That's still
young.
young.
That's
That's
still
still
young.
young.
Come on now.
But when
Exactly.
you 3,
that's, an
that's when
8-year
it's supposed
fucking
to hit
gap,
at
But
3.
you were doing this at 3 years old.
3.
So she tried to take her little Peter shot, but she was like, nah, because the way she stand for like women empowerment, so she's not gonna try to
3.
No. I'm saying Jason's co-host, the Curve Queen. She stands for women empowerment. So yeah, she's not going to attack her and try to do that stuff on camera. But we could still approach the situation and just with realistic questions, realistic responses. If you don't agree with that shit, you can voice that and they can debate about it. You're trying to tell me at 3, and I'm not trying to say all kids are stupid or anything like that. But at 3 years, you got to know. We're speaking about conscious. You got to know what that is, and to say at 3 years old, your conscience is that developed
That you have to take bills.
not know that
money.
I am going to take care of my family. I woke up, I took my diaper off, and I said, today I'm taking care of my
wearing
family.
the big girl
Whatever it
panties.
takes. How can you even try to fathom that? You can't go nowhere and get a job. So how the fuck could you be trying to take care of your family at 3
How
years?
the
You
fuck
can't
did
even get a
you
job nowhere.
Remember that at 3 years old,
40 plus.
and you remember that 3 years old.
We'll ask you guys this question for the people that's fanboys of her, right? Which most people are fans of her in that
I
show.
love Gina.
You can we could be fans of someone and still be real about a
This
statement
shit.
they made.
Yeah.
So you, the one that's over there doubting, nah, you just mad at her because she was more smarter than you when she was 3 years old. Okay. You tell me, what the fuck was you thinking at 3 years old? If you can even bring up that memory, what the fuck were you doing at 3 years old? You probably was trying to get a big wheel.
You probably was trying
probably
to
had baby
learn how to
food
take
hanging
your
from the
diaper
bottom.
off.
Exactly. Most kids, what do they want to do? Get the fuck out the diaper. What
Potty
reason?
train.
What reason we don't know? We all went to that
Yeah.
stage of wanting to take
Yeah.
our fucking
Taking
diaper
your
off
diaper
and run
off.
around naked. That's probably what you were doing around that age. There's no way you gonna make me believe just because you became successful.
Yeah, and we
that-
know you're
we
successful.
know you're successful. You became that. You've been on a bunch of shows. I love Martin and fucking My Wife and Kids with Damon Wayans. I think
House
it is
Party,
one of my favorite
all
shows.
that.
Yeah, the good shows, great shows. Still
All
play to
of
this
it.
day. You still could laugh at. Ahead of their time in a way. But that don't mean you gonna tell me at 3 years old you was conscious enough to attempt not to attempt, but just to let yourself
So
know.
know that I'm taking care of my family.
That's
3
the
years
only way
old.
we go. That's
3.
the only way we go. Succeed if I take care of my family. There's no way. I'm not going for that.
We're not going for
and
that.
shit like that. We gotta address.
Yeah, we not letting that slide.
we
'Cause
gotta address.
I'ma just keep saying
Get the fuck out of here.
3.
3.
3.
What were you doing at 3?
She
if you
was
could
so
remember,
confident.
what could you do? What were you doing at 3? What were you thinking at 3? Were you conscious enough? Come on now.
I just want to know what age did she get the job? Since she thought at 3, when did she start really making money? That's what I want to know then. If her responsibility was at 3 years old to know that I need to take care of my family, when the fuck did you start getting the income?
That
then?
wasn't her responsibility. That's a fabricated reality that she just created.
She did it at
That
3.
shit's fiction.
That shit was bullshit. If she said 11, if she said 10,
Cool.
and
'Cause
she went out there
the
and
Curve Queen said at 11, I recall.
Yeah.
That's when I was conscious enough to actually
to know that I
yes,
need money for
make
ice
conscious
cream.
decisions.
You
We're
know?
not even making conscious decisions at 5. But you're trying to tell me 2 years prior to that you were already making conscious decisions, that you were able to think that deep at 3 years old.
At that,
I just don't see a shitty baby food falling from their lip in a high chair,
wham, like
thinking about what they probably not. Well, some kids wham. Yeah.
you 3 years
probably
old,
was
no
wham,
matter
wham.
what, you gonna wham.
It probably was wham.
You
But
know?
I can't fathom that myself. The way my brain process information, I don't see that being
I don't see
true.
that shit,
I don't
period.
think that statement was authentic. So
See that shit,
we just had to speak on this shit. So Get in the comment section. Y'all tell us what the fuck y'all was doing or thinking at 3.
Three
and
years
don't
old.
come over here lying so you
Saying,
can
yeah,
sound
what you was doing at
overly
3.
intelligent like she's trying to
Don't do that.
portray to everybody else. Hop in the comment section.
I just want, just hop in the comment section and tell us
Let's
what
see
you
if
was
the rest
doing
of
at
the
3.
world. Let's see if the rest of the world was this
Yeah.
conscious at 3. Maybe we were just dumbass babies and we don't know what the fuck
Yeah.
we were doing at 3. So hey, y'all let us
Just
know
please
so
let
we
us
can
know.
see how to tie. What we put it on a scale.
Yeah.
What's gonna be heavier? Let's see who's siding with her and who agree with
not.
us that this is bullshit. She
Just
came
tell
to
me
give
what
an
you was
interview
doing
with-
at 3
she
before I
don't
can
give
look at
much
my
interviews.
kids and I can look at myself.
She don't give much interviews, so she's like, I gotta come here and spark this bitch. I gotta light this bitch up like the 4th of July.
At 3 years old though.
And now
She
lit
already
that
knew
bitch
what
up
she
at
was,
3.
She already knew what she was gonna say at that interview when she was 3.
She had that shit wrote down.
She already had.
She
it.
had that shit
She
wrote
knew
down.
she was gonna get that interview. She knew she was gonna get the Martin episode.
Bullshit.
At 3.
So if y'all agree, man, hop up in there, comment section, hashtag bullshit.
Make
if
sure
you
you hit
agree
that
with us,
like.
don't just get in there with some basic response like, nah, y'all were just dumbass babies.
Yeah, say
Nah,
at
tell us
3
what the
I knew
fuck
I
you were
wanted
doing
to.
at 3. Yeah, tell me at 3 you were
Don't do
building
that.
fucking laptops. Tell me what you were doing at 3. I
tell
want
me
to
at
fucking
3,
know.
please. At 3, and don't say at 3 I knew I wanted a bottle. I don't want to hear.
Don't
want
want
to
to hear that shit.
Tell
'Cause
me
you
what
already
the
had
fuck
bottle.
you did at 3 that was that you know that
Man,
held
y'all,
some
this
responsibility.
shit's crazy. Hold on,
Give me your
and we
real
gonna hold
response
on,
on
wait, and we gonna end it on this.
I need to help my family pay these bills.
You thought that at the age of 3?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we done.